In this video, we're going to look at countable and uncountable nouns. What are countable and uncountable nouns? Well, you can count some things. Apples, oranges, bananas. These are countable nouns. But you can't count other things. Pasta, rice, soup. These are uncountable nouns. Let's look at how to use countable and uncountable nouns in the positive and negative. You can use countable nouns in the positive in singular, there's a banana on the table, or plural, there are 2 bananas on the table, there are some bananas on the table. Notice how we use the verb in singular, is, or in plural, are. We also use the word some to mean more than 2, but perhaps not a lot. For negative sentences, you can use singular nouns, there isn't an apple on the table, or plural nouns, there aren't any apples on the table. Again, we've used the verb in singular, isn't, and in plural, aren't. It's also typical to use the word any in negative sentences. Now on to uncountable nouns. With these nouns you cannot say a or an. Instead we use some for positive sentences and any for negative sentences. So for example, there is some pasta on the plate. With uncountable nouns, you must use the verb to be in the singular. Now let's see the negative. There isn't any pasta on the plate. So in the negative, we use any instead of some. Let's look at some examples to see the difference between countable and uncountable nouns. Imagine you're in a restaurant. You could say to the waiter or waitress, "Hi, could I have a hamburger, please? Could I have a pizza, please?" These are countable nouns, so we use the article a. But you could also say, "Could I have some water, please? Could I have some fries, please?" These are uncountable nouns, so we have used some. Another thing to consider is that some nouns can be used in a countable or uncountable way. So you could ask for some coffee, a coffee, or a cup of coffee. A glass of water, some water, or a jug of water. Some chips or a portion of chips. Some toast or a slice of toast. In fact, this last example shows another problem. In some languages, like Spanish, toast is countable. You could ask in a restaurant for una tostada. But in English, you can't ask for a toast, because it's uncountable.